Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. Give me what I want, or I'm going to continue to hurt people you love. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. You just don't want to give it to me. Give it to me. Give me what I want.
We're going to give you what you want.
That's not what I want.
What's up, guys? AEW Aaron Warner presenting you latest SmackDown, episode 69. If it's all about wrestling, where I talk about wrestling, what's happened in the past week and stuff, all the news from wrestling. And this episode's actually we're gonna review. I already did review Night of Champions later on Saturday night, but I'm gonna talk about it again briefly. We're gonna review Double or Nothing, but I'm not gonna review Battleground. I know the results, because I did not watch Battleground, but I know what happened in Battleground, okay? So I'll just give you my brief thoughts on the outcome of Battleground, NXT Battleground, but I did not watch the show. But yes, if you're into wrestling, this is a channel for you. Like, share, subscribe, comment below. And also, if you're into sports, this is a channel for you, okay? There's a lot of shit, man. A lot of stuff going down. I have to give my opinions on stuff. Specifically, Double or Nothing. I'll give you my thoughts on Double or Nothing. Okay? Look, I like AEW, but this show, this pay-per-view, this premium live event, if you want to talk about a clusterfuck of a show with no structure, a show where you have to really, I'll say this. The matches were all over the place. That's all I'll say. Everything's all over the place. There's no structure in these matches. None whatsoever. That's what I say. That's the problem I'm seeing with AEW. It's getting worse, I think. There's no structure. And in their matches. It's so not out of order, but it's so chaotic. Like every match in AEW, there also has to be, especially the pay-per-view, there's always a stipulation, and there's like no control going whatsoever. And I think in this pay-per-view, this Double or Nothing was like the cream of the crop of no structure. No structure. Chaotic. Mostly every single match. Mostly every single match. Was really chaotic. That's all I have to say. But we're gonna go match like a file of Double or Nothing. Okay. So go match by match. The buy-in, we had Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, and Hook to take on Ethan Page and the Guns. And if Matt Hardy and his team wins, Ethan Page is contract obligated to do whatever Matt Hardy tells him to do, right? He owns him, basically. But yeah, so in the end, the Hardys got to win here, and now Ethan Page has to do what Matt Hardy tells him. Tells him to do. Okay. Thank you. Hey DL, what's up? I'm sorry I didn't do the stream yesterday. I needed a break from 2 nights. I didn't ever watch Battleground, so we're not gonna talk about Battleground.
Oh, it's all good. I had a lot going on yesterday too, so it's fine.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's do Double Nothing and Night of Champions. Look, in my opinion, Double or Nothing was a clusterfuck in the way that it's so chaotic. There's no structure to anything. AEW needs I understand they want to be different and all of that, but they need structure to their matches, man. Like all over the place.
Yeah. It was honestly, I wasn't impressed by either of the shows, Night of Champions or Double or Nothing. Like they both were kind of meh. And like the same issues they both have outside of 2 or 3 matches, everything else just, as you said, felt like a clusterfuck. Like both, how they both were structured just was weird. I don't know.
AEW especially. Like look.
Yeah.
The Battle Royal was the first match. I mean, that should be chaotic. I have no problem with that. It's always going to be chaotic, and the structure's always going to be off the rails in that kind of match. It's a Battle Royal. What do you expect, right? Like,
right.
All right. But like the first match, Adam Cole and Chris Jericho, Sabu was only in there for like 5 minutes, and he was gone.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say built him up because he just came in the go home show of Dynamite, and yeah, he only hit 5 minutes.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything. Like I didn't understand that. What's the point of bringing him in? But I don't know. That was very strange. The Adam Cole and Chris Jericho match was probably the worst match of the night, and that's very disappointing because we love Adam Cole, we love Chris Jericho, but like that was very disappointing. Very disappointing.
Yeah, it's because every match on this card had a stipulation. You couldn't just get like a regular, match.
Well, they wanted to, amp up the stakes of all the matches. I don't know. It's double or nothing, man.
That's the difference between WWE and AEW, right? WWE will have stipulations in matches when they call for it. AEW needs it for all the time, almost all the time.
Yeah, I mean, even though WWE used to have gimmicks on matches for no reason, they're slowly starting to learn not to do that. But yeah, AEW, does have has an issue with that. Because like there were like 2 street fights in this pay-per-view. It was the Jericho and Adam Cole, and
the main event was pretty much a street fight.
Yeah, so like you have 2 street fights in the same night. Okay, that's.
And the thing is, almost all the other matches, like street fights, basically no DQ, right? But you have to pin in the ring. All the other matches, except a few, there were some matches where there was DQ, for example. But like the tag team match, obviously they had rules. But like most of the matches, you could have done anything. It was basically all street fights. The ladder match is basically a street fight. You just got to win by a ladder, right? You just basically a street fight.
Yeah. To backtrack just a little bit with the Battle Royal. I honestly thought Orange Cassidy was going to drop the belt. I'm surprised he still kept it. He needs to drop the belt. He's doing a great job building it up, but like he's held it for so long, and it's like gotten to the point he's defending the championship every other night. It's like honestly, is there even a good argument to say that Orange Cassidy should not be the world champion right now?
Yeah, because we're seeing the rankings. Like, I don't even think they do the rankings anymore. That all ranking stuff is BS.
Yeah. That's why I'm glad they got rid of that. But like Orange Cassidy, like he's so OP right now. I feel like it's time for somebody else to get the belt, and hopefully they have be more of an international feel with that belt because it's called the International Championship, defended against like foreign talent more, Which I mean, Cassidy has done a little bit, but not that much. It just feels like an Intercontinental Championship, or but
I mean, I thought it was fun overall, that Battle Royal.
Yeah, that was fun. A lot of crazy spots.
Yeah. And then like
I
the
didn't
tag
expect
team
Swerve
match.
to be the last Swerve to be the last
No,
one. What was
the
up with him
tag
and
team
Keith
match.
Lee?
But
Yeah, what the tag?
the
Which
tag team match. Like I'm like, thank God Aubrey Edwards finally got hit. I'm like, thank God, because she was asking it for it. You know how many times has she got involved? She I don't know why AEW and the fans love Aubrey Edwards so much. She's more over than some of the talent, and that's a problem when you have a referee more over than
is
talent.
she? Is
Sometimes
she?
I think some
I mean, I don't know if I can say more over than
she's
some of the
over.
talent, but
I feel
she
that she's
is.
over.
She's well,
And
it's mainly because
it's,
she's the most charismatic referee. She's very
yeah,
charismatic.
and I think if she was in WWE, they would not allow her. They would tell her, "No, please don't do that. Don't try to get yourself over or anything like that." Because WWE doesn't want the referees to overshadow the wrestlers.
Yeah, you remember because they did a similar thing in TNA with referee Shane, and that was
I mean,
that
and
was
the
very
Attitude Era.
strange.
Yeah, you're right. You're TNA, but in the Attitude Era, they did it with Earl Hebner, right? But
Yeah.
thank gosh she finally got. Well, it took Karen Angle. No, Karen Jericho.
Karen Jarrett. Yeah, no, yeah, holding on to the TNA stuff, but yeah, Karen Jarrett. I really hope Aubrey isn't about to step into the ring. We don't need
Oh
that.
God, no, no.
Please.
We don't need to see her wrestle.
No, like you're doing great as being being a fun referee. You know, you're good. You're good for that. Please don't
Yeah.
try to come into. Don't try to wrestle. Please don't.
How many times does Jericho want to per in a submission? Like,
I don't even know.
because she always gets at Jericho's face, right? Every time he has a match, she's
Yeah.
always she's like Jericho always gets her in her face.
Yeah.
But yeah, what was the third? The third match was what was the third? Was that the hate? No, that's the ladder match between Christian and Wardlow.
It was a basic ladder match. It was very
Yeah.
basic.
The only good thing, I guess, the only good thing was only the Arn Anderson power bomb spot with Wardlow.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Like, I don't know why. Like, I mean, I'm glad Wardlow didn't lose the belt again. So thank goodness for that.
Yeah.
But,
Really learn from their mistakes.
yeah, hopefully. But like, look, the match that people really wanted to see was Wardlow versus Luchasaurus. Like, we should have. Maybe we'll get that now. But like, yeah, I just didn't care about this this feud, even though Christian does awesome promos, but just like it just felt like it just came out of nowhere, you know. And this ladder match was just whatever. I don't know. I mean, yeah, the Anderson stuff was cool, I guess, but that's kind of weird that the highlight of this ladder match was Arn Anderson.
Yeah.
So it's very odd, but yeah, okay, sure.
But yeah, it's. I mean, then I think the fourth match was that the Jamie Hayter match, Tony Storm.
I think so.
And that match was pretty much just get the title off Jamie Hayter.
Get the title off her.
Yeah. So
yeah,
she's
Jamie's just injury prone, isn't she?
Yeah. It's better than just stripping her title, I guess.
Or doing the interim women's championship again, but
maybe. What here's the thing, guys. I think Toni Storm will hold her for a while, but she's not British, so she's Australian actually.
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm just thinking the English pay per view. Yeah, like because I'm hoping Jamie Hayter and Toni Storm have the match there where Jamie Hayter can win the title back if she's healthy enough. Because I don't see any other British wrestler on that roster besides Paige, and I don't know if I want to put the title on Paige because Paige, can't really do much in the ring.
Yeah, unfortunately, even though she's about to be in a mixed tag this Wednesday.
Yeah,
but I'm sure they're going to do the rematch at All In with Tony and Jamie. I'm sure that's going to happen if she gets recovered in time. But I'm going to be honest, man. I'm starting to lose interest in Jamie. I really am. because she hasn't been defending the title that much. She's always getting injured. She's been stuck on this stuck in this feud with the outsiders, and I'm just like
the outsiders. And the thing is, she's almost been like a second fiddle to Britt Baker in that, and she's a champ.
Yeah, that's another thing. So it's just like I don't know what they're trying to do with Jamie. I mean, yeah, she's over for some reason, but like we need something. You need to do something like worthwhile with her reign, and like she hasn't been doing that much. So I don't know. I'm glad that Tony was the one to get the opportunity because she was the last one to hold it. But like, I don't know. I'm just indifferent. Like if she wins back the title right now, unless they do something like they try to do something more creative with their storylines, I'm just like, I don't know. And if she keeps getting injured, I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe you should keep the title on her.
The thing is, the women roster, like a lot of women now on AEW get hurt.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Because they want to show how tough they are and they can get bloody just like the men. Yeah. I'm just like, okay. You're lucky Britt Baker hasn't gotten injured because she's been taking a lot of hits.
Oh, she's busted a lot, accidental or on purpose. And she never gets like. Oh, she was injured in the pandemic year, right? That's the only time she was really hurt.
Yeah.
Was she in a wheelchair?
Yeah.
That was like 3 years ago.
Yeah, right. Like, but yeah, I mean. Yeah, there's not much to say about it. They had to do what they had to do,
Yeah.
Have her recover. As I said, I'm glad Tony got the shot because it makes the most sense. But yeah.
Then I think after that we got Aleister Black and House of Black versus the Acclaim and Billy Gunn. There was open challenge. Look, I like the Acclaim and Billy Gunn, but I was hoping for somebody new. I was hoping because AEW,
like who?
I don't know, somebody out that hasn't appeared in AEW because I always have this because AEW does that a lot. With their pay-per-views.
I mean,
usually they have like somebody new show up at their pay-per-views.
I guess so. I think it's just they haven't like built up enough trios teams yet. So I think
the best one.
Start. Yeah.
It was a good match. Like it's solid for what it is, but House of Black was going to win anyway.
Yeah.
That's weird.
The quote unquote stipulations things they're doing for these House of Black, rules, whatever. I think they need to like be a little more clear because like I'm still kind of confused a little bit of how that works. But like so they can't they can't walk out of the ring. They can't. I don't know. But
and then I think the next match is Jade versus Taya. Yeah, pretty average match.
Pretty average. Yeah, I wasn't really expecting, even though I think some of us wanted Taya to take the title off her. I'm pretty sure she wasn't going to.
It's just the next part really is what.
That's what people are really talking about.
Yeah,
my girl.
And some of
is back.
It's great to see her back, but it's the way she won. Like it's not winning in a positive way. Like they did not want to see her win it like that. They want to see the actual match.
Oh well, I'm sure she's willing to give her a rematch. I'm sure it's gonna happen. I
think they said reports of Jade are taking some time off.
Oh, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, nice. Well, at least she ended off at 60-0 until it turned to 60-1.
Yeah. It's great for Chris Statlander, right?
Yes, my girl is back. I missed her so much. I'm glad she was the one to take the title off her because that's what I said that like a while back. Like the one that needs to take the title off of her is Chris Statlander, and it was her. I'm so happy.
Yeah, and thanks to Sterling. She's the new TBS Women's Champion. I also was thinking, I think it's because Jade is going to be on Collision. I know she says she's taking a break off, but I was thinking, oh yeah, I know it makes sense to take the title off her because if she's going to be on Collision's going to be on TNT, and Diamond's a TBS. There's no point having her with the TBS title on Collision. That's a TNT title.
Yeah, I'm hoping they have the TNT title be on Collision and the TBS title on Diamond.
Yeah. And I know they said they're going to have the champions on both brands, but if you have the TBS title, would it make sense to just have it on TBS shows?
Yeah, I think those should stay. at whatever brand they are. And I honestly, I think the trios title should stay on one brand, and the regular tag team titles need to stay on one brand, and then the other ones, the rest of the titles can float.
Yeah. And then the next match, we got the Four Pillars match, which is probably the best match of the night. The Four Pillars match is probably the best match of the night.
Yeah.
It was a good match overall.
Really
They got to showcase all their skills and talent. To Darby Allin, Jungle Boy, Sammy Guevara, MJF. They got to show everything. I liked it. I like how MJF tried to squirm his way into getting Sammy Guevara to take the fall for him. It's like, hey, you really need the money now because your girl's pregnant or your wife is pregnant. So you really need to take the money. I love how Sammy Guevara bait him into that. Like when you took kind of not, it's almost like the finger poke of doom, right? Almost like that. But he gave it a small package. I really like that. This match is actually pretty good overall. I like the finish. MJF smart putting the belt on Jungle. They're putting the belt on Jungle Boy, where Darby Allin was going to do the coffin drop, right?
Yeah.
And the thing is, how MJF won after that. So Darby Allin obviously hit his back on the title, and obviously it's going to hurt a lot. Obviously, I mean the coffin drop hurts a lot in general but with the title, for hitting the back of the title, obviously it's going to add extra more pain. And then how does MJF just a head toss, whatever that was, just to finish him off? Like that move, really?
I mean, yeah, I don't know. It was kind of weird, but it's what it is.
Yeah. And he retains. Then the next match. Now this was a clusterfuck all over. This was
mayhem in the arena, baby.
Look, I know this guy. I know we're dealing with Blackpool Comic Club. You have to get involved in these kind of matches, especially John Moxley there. But they gotta tone it down a bit because the camera. They couldn't focus on who to go here, go here, go here, go here, go there, there. Because every time there's something major was gonna happen, they missed some spots where they should never missed. The camera.
Yeah, like you did feel it was hard to keep up with everything going on in the match, and then on top of that, for the first half of the match, you had the band playing John Moxley's theme continuously, and I'm like, okay, can they tell him to stop? Like,
thank you, Young Bucks.
Thank you, super kick that guy in the face. Like, man, that was so weird. Like, who told them to keep playing like that? Like,
oh my God.
That was really taking me out. But like, yeah. It was all over the place. I mean, I honestly missed the days where we had the Stadium Stampede matches because like I felt those were like more entertaining and they weren't as fun. Yeah, it was easier to follow.
Right?
Yeah, those are taped. Even though I don't know how you could do it now because the pandemic's over, but like, I wish we can go back to that similar type of stuff. They're going to do a type of match like this, but and I know they're saving like the really big match when they eventually get Kota Ibushi. They're going to save that for Blood and Guts. That's going to be the big match. Yeah, that's going to be insane. That's going to be insane.
I think that's the case. Based on the ending when they got Taka, whatever his name is. I can't remember.
I can't never pronounce his name. Like, yeah.
I just remember the MJF promo making fun of him, trying to like talk a shit or something like that. Like how they made fun of him. I just remember that. That was actually pretty funny. But he cost the elite the win. Yeah. And him and Don Cash they're pretty much joining the Blackpool Comic Club. Rita Eula gets the pin. That's off the more injury. But I agree with you. This is not done. I do agree with you. They need a fifth member. If they're gonna do Bloods and Guts, this is definitely the feud to do it. And they're gonna need a fifth member to elite. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Kota Ibushi. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Because I think that makes the most sense.
Yeah, I'm pretty much expecting that at this point.
Now, what I would have done, I would have not had Taka costing the belt, costing the match. I would have had Will Ospreay costing the title, the match.
Ospreay?
Yeah, Well, because Osprey is facing Lance Archer at the New Japan Old Dominion on Sunday, and whoever wins that match gets to face Kenny Omega at Forbidden Door for the the New Japan US title. But I guess in this I guess they're not doing that, and I don't know Paul Mataka and that's just the way you looked. You look. It's so great in wrestling. Gronkowski gets his head busted open, right? Bleeding all over. Same with Taka. They pretty much put a screwdriver in him, busted open. And they decide to join forces with the people that busted him open. Like, that's so wrestling. Because in real life, that would never happen, right? You wouldn't join the people that do that to you.
Right, yeah, right. I'll be right back. I gotta check something real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah. This match was all over the place. The cameras didn't know where to go to at times. They missed some spots where they shouldn't miss. One of the spots that they missed that was important is when Moxie suplex Omega into this I don't know what it's into the barbed wire thingamajig. I don't know. They kind of missed that. Also, it's like the producer told them, go here, told each camera, let's show this. It's like they had no control over that. That's the problem with this match, is they miss some pretty big spots. And I know it's hard. In that kind of match when everybody's all over the place. Some people are in the gorilla position, some are outside. The power driver by Claudio was great. But they're all over the place. There's some pretty good stuff in this. Kenny Omega's attire was freaking amazing. Captain America inspired. And he kind of had a garbage can lid. Kind of like he used it as a shield in a way, but as a weapon too. It was pretty cool. And I know he's kind of Captain America inspired, but he's Canadian. So I know people are like, but he's Canadian. Why is he doing it? Who cares, guys? Who cares? Mm-hmm. What was a great? I forget which buck it was. Exploding super kick. I had no idea what the hell that was. That was a weird. That was weird. Exploding super kick. That was extremely weird, but it was cool. What kind of sparklers or whatever did when the Young Bucks put on? Oh, and what was that match too? They used thumbtacks and they put it in the guys. And was it Matt or Nick? Or I think it was Matt Jackson. Yeah, I think it was Matt. Yeah, it was Matt Jackson. They put the thumbtacks into Matt Jackson's mouth. Us and oh yeah, there was a lot of thumbtacks involved in this match. Lots. But overall, the pay-per-view was all over the place. So much stuff that it was ran like WCW. That's what I gotta say. Because WCW tends to overbook. In the past, WCW used to overbook stuff and have be chaotic all over. It's but yeah. We'll wait for DL to come back for what's it called? Night of Champions. And AEW is, they're gonna dynamite. The road to Forbidden Door begins. Oh, he'll leave. Okay, he'll be back if he'll be back. If he decides to come back. Where was I? Man, I gotta take a. So Night of Champions, I did review Night of Champions Saturday night actually. Did do a review on that. I think I did. Yeah, Night of Champions, I did do that. Yes, I did. Night of Champions, okay, I did do a review on that about an hour long, maybe a little bit more. Night of Champions, a lot of things happened Night of Champions. And of course, Raw happened. Okay. Got a new women's champion for Raw Women's Champion, even though she's a SmackDown Super. Asuka. Asuka defeated Bianca Belair, and I explained how she defeated Bianca Belair. Instead of spitting the blue mist, the spicy blue mist, hot mist into her eyes, she managed to put the mist on her fingers and poke or eye rake Bianca's eyes while Bianca had her in the KOD, and it's blinded Bianca for a few seconds. There's enough seconds for Asuka to get the pin to become new champion. And, well, she became new champion. Now, that obviously wasn't the first match of the card. Obviously not. What else happened? Okay. So we know Seth Rollins is the new World Heavyweight Champion. Well, the first new World Heavyweight Champion. Inaugural, the first. Right? As defeating AJ Styles in the opening match of Night of Champions this past Saturday. Very good, solid match between two really great in-ring workers. Rollins and Styles, both for the best in the world, for a great opening match. And Seth Rollins, gets the win. I think we all expected Seth Rollins to get the win here. It was a good opening match. What else? Will Ripley pretty much squashed Natalia. I'm okay with that. It's nothing like Natalia. Like Natalia's not going to take the title off her. Natalia's just there to make other people look good. Cody Rhodes, pass out to Kimura Lock, even though technically you shouldn't pass out to a move like that. Put up a good fight against Brock Lesnar with supposed titanium cast on his arm. Bullshit, yeah. BS. Put up a good fight against Brock, but in the end, Brock prevails. And now Cody Rhodes has challenged Brock to a third match, a rubber match between the two, because they both have a win against each other. So a rubber match will give him a decisive series win. And as Cody Rhodes did challenge Brock yesterday on Raw. If you happen not to catch Raw, Brock was challenged by Cody Rhodes. Gunther just beat the shit out of Ali. That's it. Also now, and the Bloodline's in trouble. Turmoil with the Bloodline. In-house turmoil. We finally get Jimmy Uso super kicking Roman, not once, but twice in the main event of Night Champions when Roman and Solo Sikoa were going to face Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn for the World Undisputed Tag Team titles. But in the end, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens get the win, pinning Solo Sikoa after a supposed betrayal by Jimmy Uso on the Bloodline. He had enough of Roman Reigns' abuse. And it's like, no man, I'm your brother, not him. And Jimmy kicked Roman, super kicked Roman twice. Twice. And now we're going to have a celebration, apparently, to celebrate 1,000 days as champion for Roman Reigns this Friday. But it's going to be a happy celebration? Yeah, probably not. Also, we got Trish defeating Alita. Trish gets to win with the help of an unexpected ally in Zoe Stark, who cost Becky the match against Trish Stratus. And this ain't over. As you see on Raw, this is not over between Becky and Trish. Becky wants Trish badly. And we're definitely gonna get that. Apparently, Trish is not. It's not a short stay for Trish. Trish is gonna be here for some time. Apparently, she's gonna be around probably during most of the summer, probably till about SummerSlam, and we'll see after SummerSlam where she is. If she's gonna continue with WWE or go back wherever she was doing. But yeah, so Trish, I like Zoe Stark. They're definitely high on Zoe Stark. But yes, double or nothing. And Night of Champions. Now, moving on to Battleground. I did not see Battleground, okay? I did not see NXT Battleground, but I know what happened. I know what happened in Battleground. Oh, she does, man. She still looks good. Yeah, she really does. I agree. Battleground I did not watch because that was the same time as Double or Nothing, and I did not watch it. I did not have time to. Oh, I did. I decided I did not watch it the day after, which is yesterday. So I did not watch Battleground, NXT Battleground. But I know what happened. I know the results. Braun Breaker, lost to Carmelo Hayes, and if Carmelo Hayes defended the title successfully against Braun Breaker. I gotta check my phone. All right. I think she does too. Yeah, I mean, I agree. And she can still wrestle. It's amazing. So Carmelo Hayes retains the NXT title. After that, let's see. Timothy Stratton becomes the NXT Women's Champion, winning the finals tournament over Lyra Valkyrie. I kind of suspected Timothy Stratton was going to win the title. I mean, just look at her. Her character is basically a daddy's girl. And if you don't know what a daddy's girl is, I'll say it's basically a commercial character. Her gimmick is it's like a rich girl's I'll say this. Basically a Paris Hilton, Kim Kardashian, daddy's girl. Their father's rich and they get anything they want. Basically like that. Kind of like that. That's what her gimmick is. That her daddy's rich and he could get her anything that she wants. Basically that. And you know what I'm talking about. Paris Hilton's type. Kim Kardashian's type. Rich girl. Get whatever they want. The thing is, that's her character gimmick. The thing is, she's actually very good in the ring. Talented. Yeah, and she's an NXT Women's Champion. I don't know what else happened. I guess Gallus successfully defended Gallus. I don't know. Gallus defeated the Creed brothers. So Gallus is getting, I guess, whatever. Noam Dar won whatever thing he was in. I don't know. That's Battleground, man. Now there is some wrestling news today. Interesting wrestling news today. Alexa Coffin is announced that she's pregnant, so she won't be back in action for a while. She's gone for 9 months. She said in a Twitter, Instagram post, December. She's due in December. Yeah. Braun Strowman is injured, and might be a significant injury, requiring surgery. So he might be out for some time. They didn't specifically wait. It says basically out indefinitely, meaning it could be a month, it could be 2 months, it could be 5 months, it could be a year. And I don't know what it is. Apparently he suffered concussion back in April, and then he suffered potentially another injury in early May. I knew there was whispers, but he hasn't been appearing on TV this past month because of a potential injury. But it was never confirmed until now. It's confirmation now that he actually is hurt. It's just, yeah. And Money in the Bank is the next pay per view, July 1st in the UK. July 1st just happens to be Canada Day. That's the next WWE pay per view. And the way they promoted that pay per view, they kind of make it like a James Bond theme. It first promoted on Night of Champions because it's the next. They always promote their next pay per view on the pay per view they're currently running right now. So on Night of Champions, when they're running Night of Champions, they promote Money in the Bank with a James Bond theme because James Bond in the UK, obviously, right? Obviously, James Bond in the UK. And that's going to be a little bit later than the Saudi Arabia show. The Saudi show was like at 1 o'clock my time, Eastern time, 10 a.m. Pacific time, and whatever it could be, right? But this show will be 3 p.m. Eastern time, my time in England, because England has like a 5-hour difference. And it'll be noon Pacific time if you're on the West Coast. And Central time is 1 hour behind me. So it'll be a little bit later. It'll be a little bit later in the UK than it was in Saudi. And so far we already have, and the Money in the Bank ladder match, so far we already have 2 male competitors qualify for the match. Shinsuke Nakamura and who's the other one? Ricochet. Shinsuke Nakamura and Ricochet have both qualified for the Money in the Bank ladder match on the male side. The female side doesn't get started till I think next week. And I think Lacey Evans versus Natalia is up. I'm not sure what other match, who the other qualifiers are. And I think it's 7 or 8 in the Money in the Bank ladder match for both males and females. And whoever wins the Money in the Bank match has a year to cash in the Money in the Bank for a title match of their choosing for a full year. Full year. I like Trish right now. Like, it's awesome to see Trish in the WWE right now. I didn't expect her to, I did not expect her to. I thought this would be like a short thing, but she's gonna be around period till maybe August or September. Like, this is an extended period of time for her, which is shocking, right? Surprising. Like, almost like a full-time roster employee, superstar. She's been back since, March. She's been back in March. This is her longest tenure in WWE since she's retired back in 2006 when she defeated Lita to become the women's champion on the last day of WWE in her home city of Toronto. So remember, her last real match, official match, retirement match was in Toronto, her hometown. And she was young too. She was like 31, 30 at the time. Quite young. And she does look good. She does still look good, but good. What else news is there to talk about? Oh! What's coming back to Vice tonight? Vice tonight, season 4 of Dark Side of the Ring. Yes, I think it's season 4. Dark Side of the Ring. Yeah, season 4. Tonight. Dark Side of the Ring is back. And I got and in the first episode it was gonna be based on Chris Candido and Tammy Lynn Cinch. You know, Tammy Lynn Cinch is Sunny, and if you know the story of Sunny and now what she's like now, oh, it's gonna be interesting, really, really interesting. That's tonight, and this season it's gonna feature Magnum TA, legend, someone who's was on the brink of stardom in wrestling, but yeah, devastating injury. What else? Yeah. So the third episode is gonna be Adrian Adonis. Adrian Adonis. The fourth episode is Doink the Clown, and the thing about the fourth episode of this Doink the Clown, the Matt Bourne version, the first version of Doink the Clown, the best version, Doink the Clown, Matt Bourne. The fifth episode for this year, for this season, is Junkyard Dog. You know Junkyard Dog, man. Also, the sixth episode is going to be based on Martin Jannetty. Martin Jannetty. Oh. Hey, Tony. What's up? Tony? What's up, man? Oh. Okay. The seventh episode, I'm a Bigelow. Oh, hey, Tony. What's up?
There it goes. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up, man? How are you?
I'm good. What I miss, Aaron? I forgot to switch my mic back from the capture card to the mic.
I reviewed I reviewed Night of Champions. I reviewed Double or Nothing. I basically said how Double or Nothing was like no structure. It was like it was chaotic the whole show.
I didn't watch AEW this week because I was busy watching NXT Battleground. Oh my!
I didn't watch NXT. I know what happened. I know what happened.
Dude, it was actually really good.
I heard it was.
Dijak, I think that's his name, versus
Dijak
versus Dragunov.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude! I don't know how they weren't like dead by the end of that. I swear to God, that shit was intense. I've never seen.
Ilya's intense. He's always been an intense guy, Ilya, for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, if you watch it, like they're like he gets choke slammed on the fucking edge of the ring.
I gotta watch it.
The finisher when he hits fucking Dijak, and he just smashes his face into the fucking steel chair. I thought he was dead. I was like, he just killed that guy. Murdered him.
I tell you, Timothy Stratton is gonna be a star in the main roster.
I'm not really big on Tiffany Stratton.
But she's look at her look, man. She's actually pretty good in the ring. Like, she's a Vince type girl. But yeah, I reviewed Night of Champions. I like most of it. Night of Champions.
I thought there was one thing that stood out to me that was dumb about Night of Champions. Well, there's a couple of things that were dumb.
Of course.
One thing that was dumb was why the hell did Austin Theory get fucking I don't want to say blackballed or fucked over? Why wasn't he on the pay-per-view?
I don't know.
Because they could have easily replaced the Trish match. That didn't need to happen on the pay-per-view, especially since they all had to cover up, right?
The thing is, I'll tell you why they had Trish on that card. Saudi Arabia, they always have like a legend on their Saudi shows. Always.
Well, they could have cut down the Trish match maybe by like half. Because it went on a little too long.
The Trish match was quite long. It was.
Because the Rhea Ripley match, that match was insanely short.
I'm okay with it. I mean, it's Natty, man. Like, Natty is not like... I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but with the Trish match was a little long, and they could have cut that down. And then the build-up to the Cody Rhodes thing, they could have trimmed probably some of that. And then
you know the problem with that match is? You cannot pass out to that submission move. You don't pass out to that move.
Well, if you look, if you look, he had his arm hooked, but he also had like his neck.
Oh, okay.
Because as soon as he lets it go, he passes out, and then as soon as he lets it go, he gets back up. So I think like you're supposed to be like, oh, he was pushing his neck into his arm at the same time.
But the main event was good. The ending.
Oh shit, that was, man. I thought, and I'll probably talk about this more later on my show, but when they hit Solo, right, when they did
their own younger brother.
I thought that was going to be it, right? I thought they were going to be like, oh, and then Roman's came in and he's like, because at that point, now on Monday Night Raw, you could still be like, well, it was an accident, right? Like they could clear it up. We accidentally hit him. Like if they would have took off,
yeah,
if they would have took off at that point, that's what I thought was going to happen. Like they were going to take off, and then Monday it was going to be again like, oh no, it was an accident, and the tribal chief forgives you. Friday or whatever, right?
Yeah, it's going to be Friday. So.
The tribal chief forgives you, and I thought it was going to like still build up, like, but then fucking Jimmy just clocks him.
Enough.
Like, oh, and then he clocked him a second time. I was like, damn.
I'm your brother. I had your back. Not him. I'm your brother.
Yeah. Except for the other brother that was.
Yeah. They just kicked your younger brother. Now the question is, like, we know Jimmy had enough. Jay's conflicted. Now Solo's gonna be conflicted too, right? Who's gonna be loyal to his brothers who got super kicked by, or is he gonna be still loyal to Roman Reigns? You know what this is like? Do you remember WCW '98? Almost. It's not. They're not family, obviously, but the NWO. Do you remember before the Wolfpack became official? Kevin Nash and Hogan were having problems, and there was times when Kevin Nash cost Hogan the title, and he was still NWO then. But after that, he started the Wolfpack. It's kind of like that, Yeah.
Man, but that was actually a really good finish.
That was a good story. Yeah, that was. I mean, I knew something. When I did my prediction show with DL on Night of Champions, my prediction was Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn is going to win, but not clean. Obviously, this wasn't clean. I predicted that I think they might accidentally kick their own younger brother, and I was damn right.
Yeah, it was definitely good. You know what I didn't like though, just because it was an aesthetic thing, and it was for me because I tried to get a bunch of pictures like from the event and stuff, right, for the show. I didn't like that in some matches they had the little like match card thing. They're like, here you go, Trish Stratus versus, and it was like really big. And then like some of them was like, it was like far away, and they're like, oh, here's Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar. I'm like, why are you doing that? Like, give me I want the nice picture. Like, give me
yes, I had that problem too.
And then I think like a couple of them didn't even have it. I'm like, what? Why is it not having it? What the fuck's going on? I'm like, you're throwing off my whole like nice presentation for the fucking event.
Yeah, we're getting Money in the Bank next. That's great.
Yeah, the Bianca Belair match was actually really good. It's really good.
It was good. I like how Asuka won.
Yeah, I was gonna say I like the finish. That finish was nice, unique. I don't think I've ever seen that. They might have done that before in some other company, but I've never.
Apparently, they said Great Muta has been known to do that.
I think they just said that. I'm not sure if that's actual like.
Yeah, we gotta find some videos to see if Great Muta has done that with his fingers, his nails in the mist. Because we know he's spits the mist, but I don't know if we haven't seen anything about him putting on his nails. But that was clever, right? That was really clever of Asuka.
Well, what I was pissed about though is again, this is just a me thing, like an aesthetic. But when she spit the mist, there wasn't a good picture of it. Like,
I know.
Like she was just like in the fucking.
This is a good picture though.
She was like, oh, I was like, at first I'm like, what the hell is she doing? And she was like all in her mouth with it. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. What? That was great. Unfortunately, they still have that same problem, Tony. She's a SmackDown Superstar with the Raw title for women. The Raw Women's title, honestly.
I'm okay with that.
They need to do something. They need to either switch the belts or come with the new belts for the. Right?
Nah, I mean, they should just change it. Remember back in the day when it was like the Women's Championship and the Divas? They should just go back to that, like 2 different names.
Yeah, don't call it SmackDown Raw. Do something like that. Yeah. Exactly. Get rid of the color, blue and red.
Yeah.
Like that's all. Yeah. I think.
Either way, that
I
was a
hate.
good match.
I hate when they say it's a triple. The one thing I hate how they promoted the pay per view as like a triple main event. I'm like, the first match you promote as a main event. It was the first match. It's not a main event.
I didn't like that either. I didn't like the fact that I think that's a slap in the face.
Yes, I do too.
Seth Rollins, whatever the fuck. You built up like we're gonna get this new championship and it's gonna be on equal footing as the other championship, right? And like boom, opening match. Yeah. And it wasn't even like any fanfare. Like I said, they didn't even have the little title graphic. Like, oh my god, tonight, Seth Rollins. It was just like they went through the little thing and then boom, match. It was a good match though.
It was a good match. You know how wrestling is. They always want to put up a good match as an opening match, but like the promote as a triple main event. A main event is not a first match.
I would have put the Becky Lynch match first. I would have.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Especially because it wasn't a title match, right?
One of my issues with that championship was the card, the placing of the card, the matches.
One of my issues was all the women were covered up. Come on.
Yeah.
I know Saudi. I know we're in Saudi. But don't have women's. That's what I'm saying. Like, don't have women's matches if you're going to do that, right?
They didn't for a while. For the first two years, they didn't have women matches on Saudi shows.
All right. Here's another thing that pissed me off. Let me show you this picture real quick. You got a nice little picture. Hold on. It's too big. Gotta make
are you gonna watch NXT tonight, or are you doing a show during it? There's a cage match with your girl Gigi in it.
You know what? I heard her get on the mic, and I'm not a fan anymore.
She's not the best on the mic, no.
her voice just sounds like.
Oh, this? Okay.
All right. So see this? They're like, oh my god, how's he gonna get out of this, right? And he eventually shimmies his way over.
Yeah.
Dude, his hand is on Brock Lesnar's kidney. Punch him in the fucking kidney.
Yeah.
He's got full extension of his arm, right? He could just rear back and punch him right in the fucking kidney.
Yeah.
Or rake his back, right? Like, I would have been like, oh,
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking that. Rake his back. Yeah, man.
But he's just like, I'm in such pain. I'm like,
You know that's Tony. Oh, you can't. There's no way to reverse a submission move. Every submission move is reversible. You can get out of.
So I didn't like that. I thought that was kind of lame. The way they were like.
Now he wants another match.
Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. 2 out of 3.
Yeah, rubber match, right?
Yeah, I think they were trying to build it like when Stone Cold passed out.
That took Stone Cold to another level. Cody doesn't need that as much as Stone Cold, though. Like Stone Cold will never be as big as Stone Cold. Nobody is.
But this match pissed me off for so many reasons. When Brock Lesnar had this hold on Cody, what was it? 2 weeks ago? A week ago? Right? Supposedly he broke his arm.
Yes. He broke his arm. Actually, he broke his arm in the backstage attack. It just, when he came out,
he exacerbated it.
Yeah.
But either way, like when he grabbed him the last time, right? It was like, oh my god, it's so deadly. Then he like did the little extra at the end, right? Then then he put him in this lock, and I'm like, this should be it, right? Like you've established, like you can't escape this shit. This is fucking. He's beat down. Do the little extra, like the little extra that you did on fucking Raw, but no.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't do that. He didn't do that on Raw, like he did on Raw. So
that's how I was like, what the hell? The idea that Cody Rhodes is going to take on the Beast. Again, it's back and forth booking. It's fucking even booking, right? Cody Rhodes wins one, and fucking Brock wins. You can't build up Brock as a beast, but then Cody Rhodes is hanging with him the whole time.
Well, Cody Rhodes was hanging with him in this match the whole time with one arm because he was using that arm with the cast as a weapon. They built up as like a titanium cast. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, but that was the other thing. Like they're like, this is a special cast, so
I'm like,
he
what?
could wrestle. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, like what? What? Cody Rhodes? Like seriously?
So, I mean, it wasn't the greatest match.
No.
But here, I got the picture for you, Aaron. Let me get it up so you can see what I was talking about. See, I'm prepared. I'm ready for this shit.
Yeah,
everyone was complaining that They're like, you don't got no pictures, Tony. I'm like, fuck you. I'm gonna get all the pictures.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, so you see how his neck is, like right here.
Oh yeah.
So I think that's what they were going with, like that he was trapped in such a way that he was cutting off his circulation and wrenching his arm.
It's a good thing you pointed that out because
I'm hyper focused when I watch wrestling. Like right there, I'm fucking zoomed in.
man,
But I think the announcers did a bad job of pointing it out.
yeah, they did. But I mean, I'm not impressed with announcing overall on WWE. I mean, not even to be honest with you, WWE and AEW don't have good announcers right now. They're both bad.
I think they have one each. Like they have one good announcer.
Yeah,
Like,
the guy on Raw, Kevin Patrick, the British guy, he's terrible.
yeah.
He's bad.
Well, who's on NXT? You got Booker T, and who's the other guy?
Vic Joseph.
That guy's pretty decent. Booker T's annoying as shit.
Booker T is shit. He's not good.
That's what I'm saying. He's annoying as shit. Like,
Yeah, he's not a. I know. Like when you play by play guys. So you always have a former wrestler as an announcer, right? And some good ones over here, Jerry King Lawler, etc. Booker T is not good. He's not good. Take him off, man. Like take him off. Like he's not good. Like Wade Barrett on SmackDown is good.
yeah, he's good. I like Wade. But SmackDown. Speaking of SmackDown, right? So the SmackDown, the go home SmackDown, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
They had the Austin Theory match, right?
Yeah.
Austin Theory versus Sheamus, and then we had Pretty Deadly show up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm watching this, and the announcers go, "Yeah, Pretty Deadly are here because they had gotten attacked on SmackDown Lowdown," and I'm like, "What? What the fuck is a SmackDown Lowdown? Like, now there's something else I have to watch every week."
I don't even know what SmackDown Lowdown is, and I watched SmackDown for a long time. What the hell?
Apparently, I had to look it up, right? So apparently they had like some after show for SmackDown.
Oh.
It used to have a different name, so they changed the name to SmackDown Lowdown.
Oh yeah, they do these after shows like Raw after shows, SmackDown. Yeah, I don't watch them.
Yeah, so apparently now you have to watch them to know what the fuck's going on because apparently one of the Brawling Brutes attacked Pretty Deadly at SmackDown Lowdown, and that's why Pretty Deadly came out during the Sheamus match.
Yeah.
Because I was like, why are they out here? Like, this makes no sense. I know they wrestled last week, right? But like,
it was a taped show too, right? So it's actually, yeah.
And then they're like, whoa, they had been attacked at SmackDown Lowdown. I'm like, fuck, there's more stuff to watch. Like, dude, between the 3 hours of shows every like.
Did you hear the rumor of possibly a third hour of SmackDown? I'm like, no, don't add third hour.
It's like 2 hours of SmackDown, 3 hours of Raw.
Yeah.
Then it was like a 3 hour pay per view for
AEW was crazy, man. AEW was almost.
I didn't even watch AEW because, like I said,
you know how long AEW is? It was like 3 hours and 45 minutes.
Like I said, I didn't have time because I watched the NXT pay per view. That was 3 hours. Then I watched the main roster pay per view. That was 3 hours. Raw's 3 hours. Fucking SmackDown's 2 hours. Man, I don't have enough time.
I'm scheduled to go. I have tickets to the Forbidden Door, New Japan versus AEW. I'm worried it's going to end at midnight. I don't want to stay at a show that's going to end around midnight. I'm sorry. No.
Dude. There's so much wrestling. I actually put up a poll today.
There's too much wrestling.
I was like, should I just focus on one company? Because, man, to have to watch WWE and AEW. And that's just two of them, right? That's not even counting Impact.
I really only focus on AEW, but if there's some interesting stuff from New Japan that's important, I'll talk about. Same with Impact, but most of the time it's not. Like,
well, we think it's not important, but I'm sure they got some fans. But I'm saying, like, you got Raw and SmackDown, right? Mm-hmm. Even Raw, SmackDown, and AEW, like that's not even counting NXT, right?
Yeah.
So there's too much. It's too much. And then fucking AEW's adding a new show.
Yep. Saturdays, yeah.
I can't do it. I think I'm going to focus on WWE.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's not a bad idea. That's hard. It's hard to focus on wrestling. There's too much. You're right. Like, right? We got.
Give me a second.
Okay. He's right. There's 4 shows during the weekdays on wrestling. If Mondays you got Raw, Tuesdays you got NXT, Wednesdays you got Dynamite, Fridays you got SmackDown. Thursdays you really got Impact, but I don't watch Impact. Impact's a break. It's a day off. And Saturdays you can add Collision. So 5 out of 7 days, there's wrestling on regular cable.
It's too much. I mean, I have a lot. Like if I was just a wrestling fan, right? If I didn't have I wasn't a comic fan or
if you didn't work in wrestling,
video game. No, but I'm saying like if I just watched wrestling and that was like the only hobby I had, maybe I could watch all these. But I got to watch all these. Then I got to do all the movie shit, right? Then I got to watch all the video game shit. Then I got to do all the anime shit. I'm running myself pretty thin, so I think I'm gonna cut out AEW.
Yeah, June, specifically this month, June is a big video game and movie month because we got
dude, I got three fucking video games that I got to review because they sent me review copies.
Yeah. You got there's a bunch of video games coming out this month, and really, really big time video games coming out this month, and movies too, right? You got huge blockbuster movies coming out this month. One's coming out this week.
It's not just the big ones. I have a bunch of small ones that are like, hey, could you fucking review this? And I'm like, yeah, I like that shit. Yeah. I'll review that. So I got to do that. Then I was sick last week. Man, it's just...
It's so much wrestling, man. It does burn you out, man. It does.
Not just burn you. Like I said, though, it's more than just burnout. It's just there's just not enough time. Not enough time in the day for me to watch every fucking thing.
Yeah. It's
right.
And it's I don't watch I only watch AEW and WWE. I'll watch New Japan from time to time, their big shows like Wrestle Kingdom or maybe Dominion. That's coming up I'll watch Dominion, but New Japan's Dominion this Sunday. I'll watch that. But I really don't watch TNA. I really don't, or Impact, whatever you want. I don't watch MOS. I don't watch really NWA. We're wrestling fans, right? And I guess we could say we're hardcore wrestling fans, but there's another level of hardcore wrestling fans where they watch everything, not just these companies, but also the indies,
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I personally do not have that much time. If I was still a teen, where I didn't have responsibility in life, oh yeah, definitely I could watch a whole bunch of wrestling. But
we did that with
it's
WCW,
all over the
right?
place. Yeah,
WCW and WWE, man.
But also back in the day, it was a lot easier, right? I could just turn on cable, and there's now I gotta fucking subscribe to this, to Fox to see this shit. I gotta subscribe to Peacock to see that shit. I gotta fucking subscribe over here. I'm like, can't do it. That's if I don't sell the high seas, and then I gotta worry about getting a fucking virus just watching fucking wrestling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I did find out that I can record wrestling pay-per-views off of Peacock with my PlayStation.
Nice.
Yeah, I can't. I tried because I was like, I need some pictures from the Night of Champions, right?
Yes.
I was like, I want to get some good shots. So I tried it just straight from the computer, Peacock, right? And I hit the little print screen. And they actually got a encryption. So when you try to print the screen or whatever, it comes out black.
Mm-hmm.
But through the capture card, it actually shows the image. Not that I would recommend you guys doing any of that illegal stuff. I'm just saying. Entertainment purposes only.
Yeah, entertainment purposes only, guys. Entertainment purposes only. Yeah.
Hypothetical.
We do not condone this.
I do not. I disavow the things I just said.
Yeah. Strike it off the record book.
but I mean, there's just way too much. Someone needs to come in and have a new streaming service like wrestling. Like, we're gonna give you all the wrestling on one streaming service.
Oh, yeah.
I'll pay $30 a month. Give me $30 a month to get every single wrestling show, plus the pay-per-views on one fucking service. I'll do it.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Hey, that ever comes up, that'd be such a great service. It's just you just know it's not going to happen.
Oh, it'll never happen. There's no way it can happen.
No.
Just because there's too many different agreements in there. The other thing that kind of pissed me off is I watched the pay-per-view on the replay, right? I didn't watch it live.
Mm-hmm.
There's all kind of commercials stuffed into this shit.
Yeah. Yes.
It's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah. And it's been yes. It takes like 5 to 10 minutes to get from one match to the next match. Like, come on, like seriously.
Yeah, so I was kind of pissed about that. I was like, why is this happening? I don't.
It's not even It's not even on net. It's not even on network TV, man. It's just on your own. It's your own show, produced show.
Yeah, and I pay for the damn subscription, right?
Yeah.
For the Peacock. So why are you giving me fucking ads?
Yeah.
Like, you got my money. Like,
yeah, you paid for the no ads, right?
Yeah. Also, at least put the ads in a better spot, right? It'd be like Corey Graves would be like, and we're gonna ad. Like, why did you cut off Corey Graves in the middle of his fucking sentence? Right? Like, fucking. This is like the worst point, like, for ads. Like, come on.
I'll Raw tonight, right? It took them like 10 minutes to get from commercial to the main event. I'm like, what the hell?
Well, that opening on Raw was dumb. It's a waste of time. I didn't like it. Let me see here. What am I doing? So what else is going on in the world of wrestling?
I don't know. There's just some injury stuff. Like Braun Strowman's injured. He's out for some time. Alexa Bliss is pregnant. She announced that today.
Who?
Alexa Bliss.
Oh, Alexa Bliss.
Pregnant. She announced that today. So she says she's due in December. So she'll be out for. Well, I mean, she was out for like some time, but she's out for obviously now for paternity leave, right? Obviously. I remember there used to be a time when the women in the wrestling world would have babies after they're done wrestling. Now, they would do it during wrestling.
Or just stop, right? It's like, look, that's it, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like none of this shit, like.
It's true. What else?
I like women. I'm a fan of women.
Have you watched Dark?
Mm-hmm. But come on now, this you know what your job is. Like, that'd be like if a dude just like in the middle of like he's gonna get a push and like say, you know what, I just decided to fucking, go get off for 9 months. I just want 9 months off for no reason.
Here's the thing about wrestling, right? They always say you your spot may not be protected, right? Yeah. Somebody else would take your spot. So tonight, Dark Side of the Ring season 4 comes back. Have you seen that series?
No, Aaron, I just complained I don't got time to watch all this shit.
Dark Side of the Ring it's documentary on wrestling topics.
I know what it is, but I'm saying like you want to add more. Like, Tony, you haven't watched enough, so let's add some more wrestling related content into your day. Come on, dude. Now.
Tony, I know you're not into sports, but if you were into sports should be a lot harder to do.
Not really, because you don't cover sports, right? Like, I imagine you're like a baseball channel, right? Like you're like a football channel or like you're
I'm all sports channel. That's the problem.
Like, you do every sport, like cricket.
Nah, no.
Like a tennis.
I only the sports North America.
Yeah, but there's still like there's a baseball season, right? That doesn't really overlap with other seasons.
Yeah, it's gonna get really boring sports like after once hockey and basketball are pretty much in their finals, right?
Yeah. And do you even cover every team, or do you just cover certain teams?
Well, I'm Toronto based. I usually cover more Toronto stuff, but I will cover every team and stuff. There's some big news, whatever. I'll
Yeah,
try.
but if there's big news, right? That'd be like me
Yeah.
going, "Hey, well, you know what? Hulk Hogan showed up in Impact." Like, okay, that's all I cover from that thing, right? Like, you don't go in there and like getting the nitty gritty of every team.
Well, if you watch ESPN or like these sports shows on these channels, they talk about the same topic every single day. So like today, for example, right? They're talking about the Boston Celtics and Miami Heat played yesterday. Miami
I
Heat
don't.
won. Okay, so Miami Heat won. Right, they're going to the NBA Finals. Right, 4-3 series. All ESPN was talking about how Boston screwed up and how Boston lost and screwed up instead of the team winning.
Yeah.
I don't like you see. There's my problem with that. And all ESPN was talking about LeBron for a week after his team was eliminated. Like, I feel like so many sports channels have nothing to talk about, right? So they have to keep up the same narrative for a week and so. It's kind of like it's kind of like movie talk.
Uh-oh. I missed movie talk. I took Monday off because it's a holiday.
Yeah.
Like, there's no movie talk on Mondays. There's no holiday. I take holidays off.
Like, there's not really stuff to talk about movies. We have to keep the same topic going on. There was nothing new, right? Snyderverse is a perfect example of that. Marvel's right now is like that.
Well, we got the writer's strike. You just gonna keep talking about how there's nothing on because there's the writer's strike.
And and the actors may go on strike very soon too.
That's fantastic.
So there may be no news overall, like in the world of entertainment, perhaps from July and on and so on until deals get done. So maybe a very boring summer in terms of entertainment.
That's right, because I'm going to be talking about anime. Bianca suggested we watch this fucked up movie, and oh my god, it's just fucked up. And I'm like,
Yeah. I heard you're a big fan of anime.
I am. I'm a huge fan. I grew up on anime. I love anime. It's fantastic.
I do like some anime too.
I had gotten out of anime for the longest time. I know I'm derailing the wrestling thing, but I'm going to bring it back around. Don't worry. But you know what got me back into anime? Aaron.
What?
Have you ever heard of a show called Kinnikuman?
Yes.
The wrestling anime parody. Fantastic. Love it. It got me back both into wrestling and anime. So, all the different parodies of famous wrestlers, all the wankiness. And they actually made a couple appearances in New Japan.
Nice. Nice.
So.
Nice. Well, I'm going to end it here because NXT is coming up in 5 minutes, 6 minutes.
Don't let Vince McMahon control your life, Aaron. Say no. No, Vince. Not watching NXT.
I think Shawn Michaels is controlling my life of NXT.
You tell Shawn no.
How many times has Shawn heard the word? Shawn probably in his career backstage has probably never heard the word no many times. So it's always yes to him. The click. It's always yes. Well, yeah, thank you for coming on, Tony. You want to promote your show later tonight for wrestling?
Oh, I mean, if you want to pop into my stream, anybody, Wrestling with Geeks later tonight, I'm going to move it back again. I already moved it back to 8. I think I'm going to move it back to 8:35 just because I need time to get these pictures up for Raw.
Yeah.
We're only going to cover WWE tonight. Can't do. I didn't watch AEW. I don't know who's popping in. Aaron's too busy watching NXT to pop on.
I could pop in after. I mean, end at 10.
Gigi Dolan. Jesus, these women, pretty on the eyes. Easy on the eyes. Hard on the ears. Hard on the ears. Also, Gigi looks like she's getting a little fatter. She's like getting a little thick in the I don't like it. I don't like it.
Yeah, so thank you for coming on, man. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment below, everybody. With that, Aaron Papico. That's my last name, Papico, guys. Okay. So that I don't care if people know my name. I don't care. I don't care, man. I'm not fake. But yeah, so I think I might do an episode next week. I don't know. I don't know, but yeah. So like, share, subscribe. AEW, SmackDown is out. Sports. If you're into sports, this is a channel for you. If you're into wrestling, this is also a channel for you. Take care, guys.